Y'all, how you feel? It's Merch Life Jay. This is Motivision Podcast, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. I have a very special guest today. Very special guest. I just met her myself. Very interesting soul. And her name is Shay. Good evening, man.
Good evening.
So, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I just got off work. I feel pretty good. I'm off tomorrow.
So yeah, there ain't nothing like knowing you got a day off. I wonder what that feels like. But yeah, man, working for yourself makes you appreciate any time that you can get to yourself. So what is the entity Shay? What do you do? Why is your name Shay? For the people that never heard of you before.
Basically, Shay is just me sharing my journey along, my healing journey, things I'm going through, things I'm learning, because I know the stuff that I'm learning and the stuff that I talk about is something somebody else needs to hear. Because like when I first started, I would get on YouTube and I'd get on TikTok and I would look up the things that I talk about.
When you went to look it up, did you see a lot of creators or people talking about the things that you talk about now?
Mostly on YouTube, not really much on TikTok, but mostly on YouTube. Like I would sit and I would just watch videos on top of videos on top of videos.
Healing is like, man, healing is super important when it comes to not just growth, but even when it comes to like, you know, just being a different version of yourself. What made you what sparked that healing journey? Like, what made you even realize that that's something that you needed to do as, in your own story? Like, why heal?
So, in 2023, that was a real rough year for me. That was the first time I ever self-harmed. I used to do therapy when I was 19, on and off, but it didn't really go anywhere, so I just continued through life the way that I was. And then in 2023, like I said, it was just a really rough year for me. So I was put on medication. I think it was called Zoloft. I was put on medication, and that medication made my emotions 10 times worse. While I was on the medication, I ended up self-harming myself. I tried to check myself into a mental hospital, and that's when I knew something needed to change.
That. I think that healing, like for me too, on a personal level, I think that healing becomes evident when you hit a certain rock bottom, if you will. So what would you say to someone that hasn't necessarily reached that moment yet, where it's gonna force them to realize they need healing? What would you say to a person that's almost there, but you want to jolt them before the event does?
Honestly, I would recommend therapy to people who aren't even at that level yet, because therapy is very good. It helps you with trauma that you didn't even know that you had. So somebody that was already at that level, I would just tell them to seek therapy if they can, if they have insurance. I would just help them find a lower cost insurance that they could go to. I mean, that would pay for their therapy, because therapy is very important. My therapist, I'm not even gonna lie, she saved me from myself.
Yes, therapy is very. I used to be one of those people who thought that anything having to do with therapy just meant you're crazy, and I used to shy away from it. I used to make not so nice remarks about people that did partake in therapy. So I know for me, right? But for the people watching, for the viewers, this, because they might see this 10 years from now, they might see this tomorrow, they might see this, whenever. What would you say to somebody that looks at therapy as taboo? How would you change their mind in your ways?
Honestly, I would personally just say there's really nothing wrong with therapy. A therapist is pretty much there to help you, somebody that you can talk to, that's not going to be biased, somebody that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Like my therapist, she gave me homework. She was very hands-on with me, consistent. She was checking up on me. Like it's somebody that you can confide in and have that safety with. Like they're not gonna go run and tell your business. Like if you were to tell a family member, or if you were to tell a friend, that's gossip to them. Your therapist, that's their job. So I would just say therapy is somebody that you should be able to confide in. That's a safe place for you.
Yo, that was an excellent answer. You took the thoughts right out of my head, because my biggest thing when I was like a therapy hater, it was like, first of all, I'm about to go tell this person all my business, and they gonna tell somebody else, or they're gonna be like, judgmental of what I'm telling you, and come to find out that is not true at all. Actually, I think they can get in trouble if they tell somebody what you're talking about with them, right? Like they could lose their right to do that, to practice like psychiatry or whatever. I don't want to butcher the actual practice, but you know what I mean.
I think it's like patient, client, confidentiality or something like that.
Right, yeah. So for people that think like I used to think, first of all, they can't do that. Secondly, this person ain't gonna judge you because it's literally their job to not judge you. And thirdly, bro, if you're embarrassed about, speaking your truth or taking accountability or anything, then that's a part of the reason why you need to go to therapy.
Yes.
For real,
Get to the bottom of it to see what the root cause is, because the reason why we act the way that we act is because of the trauma that we went through. The trauma and the experiences that we went through is what shaped us to be who we are today. So if you don't like who you are, you don't like who's looking back in the mirror at you, you need to go within. You need to figure out what caused you to act the way that you act and how can you change it. And that's what your therapist is there for.
Yes, man. And so now that we're into that, I mean, I gotta ask you this: for someone that doesn't have a therapist, and because you mentioned it before, you said something about looking for what they can afford or what will be paid for, and for someone that doesn't have a therapist, but they're like, yeah, I heard what y'all said, I think I need therapy. What would you say is like the quickest way for them to get started, to find someone they're comfortable with?
Honestly, I would always advise go to Google, look up like low cost therapy in your city, in your state. And for starters, you don't even need to go like straight to a therapist like I did. I did not start off at a therapist. I was watching videos, like I would kind of like diagnose myself, which is a bad thing, but when I went and got diagnosed, it's pretty much everything that I already diagnosed myself with. So I would pretty much diagnose myself. I would get on YouTube, I would watch YouTube, I would journal, I would do meditation. Like there's other things that you can do to start before you actually are able to like get your foot in the door with therapy. Like there's ways that you can work on yourself at home.
And journaling and meditation, bro. To be honest with y'all, journaling is what led me to where I'm at now. Journaling is like just writing, just letting it out. Because I was always, from my childhood, I wasn't able to really speak or have a voice and say stuff. So I would always put it on paper. And when I grew up, I realized that was a form of me, like coping with what I was going through as a kid. So like, to really dive into that healing aspect, what would, if someone wanted to heal, what would you say? Because you said therapy, and we know journaling is one thing, but what are the steps to heal? Like how would you give someone a guide on, I think it's time, I've hit rock bottom, I think it's time for me to seek some healing, and I do want therapy, but what else could I do? What are the steps to healing?
So therapy is not linear. It's different for everybody. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. But honestly, I would just say, first of all, realizing that you need help or want help, whatever the case may be, that's already step one. You just need to slow down. Like I said, journaling. You could I had picked up this book. I even went to Goodwill and I picked up this book called Self-Love. And it's just like journal entries and it asks you questions. So like you need to like think deep. And I picked up that book. I would fill it out. So I would advise doing something like that. You can go on Google, search for them. I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find it on TikTok Shop. It's just like different things that you can do. Again, meditation. I listen to positive affirmations. It's just what works best for you. But the moral of the story is just slow down.
That's definitely good advice, man. I think even like you said, it's linear. I think healing is linear too, because like you said, certain things will work for certain people, but when you follow those steps, like that's like a general blanketed, like foundational thing that you need to do. If you really want to heal, bro, you need to start putting different things in your system. So those positive affirmations, I guarantee they're better than the thoughts that you're having and telling yourself every day. So even if it's just something as small as you changing a part of your routine, that could be the beginning of healing for you. And like she said, you gotta give yourself a pat on the back, congratulate yourself. If you at the point where you realize that you need or want help, that right there is commendable by itself. So congratulations to the people that are at that stage, man. And I can't help but think of this question because we're here, man. I gotta know, man. When it comes to healing, what would you say was the most profound component in your healing so far?
I would honestly say my ability to honestly slow down and just self-reflect, have self-reflection. Like before I would just react I would just react before I thought about it. I would speak before I thought about what I was saying. So I just had to like slow down, think about how maybe what I have said to somebody could have hurt them. Maybe I caused trauma to somebody. Like I feel like it's my self-awareness.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. The consciousness of knowing what you could do and what you're going to do and what you normally would do and changing that, like that's like time traveling. That's like timeline shifting right there. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's probably the most profound thing that I have done too when it comes to healing, because it has to be, especially if the first part of healing is you realizing that you need healing. That's you stepping outside of yourself and looking in the mirror right there. So yeah, that's wow, that's profound. Sorry, I had to talk. I got much to do. I'm editing that.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. So I guess my last question, man, is for the viewers, where can they go support you? Where can they come find you and watch your content and learn about healing from you?
I'm currently on TikTok as Shay, all one word, and also on YouTube as well, same Shay. If you go on my TikTok, all you have to do is just click the link in the bio and you'll find my YouTube.
Yeah. I think I'm already subscribed to you, but I'm gonna subscribe from my other channels too, so we can maximize it. And the last thing I want to ask, I know you said you don't have a product or a service right now, but do you have anything we can look forward to? Do you got anything cooking or any ideas that you might want to project to your future self?
Honestly, as of right now, it's up in the air. I'm not sure. I did start a business like last year, but I kind of gave up on that. I was doing like jewelry, so I'd make waist beads, bracelets, necklaces, things like that. Not sure if I want to go back down that route, but I might.
Okay, well, listen, I'm looking forward to it. I'll buy my daughter some waist beads or something, so I can, just to support, But yeah, man, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers before we get out of here?
Honestly, just be patient with yourself. Healing takes time. It's a lifelong journey, so there's no need to rush to the finish line, because there is no finish line. What you heal from today, you thought you healed from today, can come up and trigger you a couple years from now. So just be patient with yourself, be gentle, talk to yourself nicely, love yourself. You're all that you have.
Wow. Yo, you have no idea how much me interviewing you right now just helped me. Like, that's crazy. That's cool. So thank you for coming to the Motivision podcast, man. You really are a blessing, and I hope that you continue what you're doing, and you do even bigger and even better. Blessings.
Thank you with your book.
Yes, all right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next episode.